Mine was awful. What's the date? Hey everyone, we are live at 5. It's Thursday, September 20th. We're at Broadway.com.
We are,
Broadway.com
as always.
headquarters. Yeah. I'm Paul Wantoret.
And I am Ryan Lee Gilbert.
And over there is Caitlin Moynihan.
Hello.
And we have we have two.
Yeah, we have two guests.
Two exciting guests
Two very
today.
big, important guests.
Taylor Louderman is here from Mean Girls, Regina George.
Yes.
And Charlie.
Charlie's here.
Hi, Charlie.
The real guest. For
You'll
today.
meet Charlie in a minute. But first, today's top 5.
Another play has been announced for this Broadway season.
Superstars are coming to Broadway. Tracy Letts and Annette Bening are doing a revival of Arthur Miller's All My Sons.
It's like my favorite Arthur Miller play.
I was going to say, this is an incredible play, and having these two starring in it is a huge deal. It will begin April 4th, 2019 at Broadway's American Airlines Theater, so this is being brought to us by the Roundabout Theater Company. It will officially open on April 22nd. Of course, Tracy Letts is a 2-time Tony Award winner for writing August Osage County and starring in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. He's also a Pulitzer Prize winner. And Annette Bening has been nominated for like 4 Oscars.
She was in a play, Coastal Disturbances, at the Circle in the Square in the late 80s
Yeah,
when I was first into Broadway.
Like 3 decades ago.
And she's been gone.
Yeah, she hasn't come back.
But she's been doing theater in L.A.
She has,
so,
yes.
Yeah.
And of course, she's been in so many incredible movies, too many to list right now. So the two of them will be leading this production. That's all the casting we know right now. Gregory Mosher will be directing the production, who is incredible as well. And if you are unfamiliar with All My Sons, unlike Paul and I, it follows the Keller family who struggle to stay intact and fight for their future when a long hidden secret threatens to emerge, forcing them to reckon with greed, denial, repentance, and post-war disenchantment.
Post-war story.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be really timely, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's a phenomenal play. This is big Broadway news, very exciting.
And a Tony winner is headed to Petty.
Hey, Judy K. How you doing?
Judy K.
You're back on Broadway.
Yes,
Oh, you clutched your heart.
I
love when
Judy
people
K.
clutch their hearts.
She's the best.
Judy K., the original Carlotta in
Yes.
Phantom of the Opera, Tony winner. We love Judy K.
She's the best.
She is replacing Mary Beth Peil in Anastasia. And Mary Beth Peil leaves September 23rd. Judy starts September 28th as Dowager Empress.
Yes.
She wears a lot of fancy gowns.
Gorgeous
very
gowns.
Grand.
Yes.
Very grand. Of course, Judy earned Tony Awards for Phantom of the Opera, where she was very grand, and Nice Work If You Can Get It, where she was very drunk.
She was very drunk.
I remember the character was like swinging on a chandelier, right? Wasn't that the big moment?
Absolutely.
And she was nominated for Mamma Mia, of course, and Souvenir. And she was in On the 20th Century, Grease, Ragtime, Wicked, Sweeney Todd, and Cinderella. She's fantastic.
She's the best.
Go see her in Anastasia.
And we're getting our hands on some magical music.
Yes, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. So a big deal was made of Imogen Heap providing music for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And now, in case you're sick of using that playlist on Spotify with all of the songs put together, they're putting out...
Because they were released before.
Because
most
a lot of this music...
from her albums.
Exactly, or it was found somewhere else. But now you can get it all together. It will soon appear in a special album. It'll be released digitally and on CD on November 2nd. It's called The Music of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. That's a good name. That sums everything up.
Parts 1 and 2.
And it will be presented as 4 contemporary music suites. What does that mean? It means that it will all be in chronological order according to the acts of the show. So if you start from the beginning, go to the end, you'll go through the whole ride of emotions that you would.
What do you think this is good music to listen, like while you're doing what?
I genuinely don't know. I think maybe like at the end of the day when you need to just like, well, no, because I feel like it would put you in fits. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Like make your breakfast to it? Yeah.
Maybe walking through the Times Square crowds.
Yes, there you go.
Thinking about curses you could do,
and anything that you could remove yourself from that situation mentally.
And thinking of Noma Dumesme, which I do often.
Of course, yes, absolutely. But yeah, you can get that on November 2nd. It's incredible. Good stuff. Go get it.
And this off-Broadway play has been extended again, and it hasn't even started yet.
Well, because Glenn Close is
Because
in
Glenn
it.
Close
I mean,
is
when
in
Glenn
it.
Close says that she wants to do a play, everyone runs to the public theater to buy their tickets for Mother of the Maid. Who is the maid?
Is it Glenn Close?
It's
No,
Joan of Arc.
It's Joan of Arc.
It's about Joan of Arc's mama.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know if this is for me. This play tells the story of Joan of Arc's mother, whose faith is upended as she deals with the baffling journey of her odd and extraordinary daughter. And Grace Van Patten plays Joan of Arc.
Yes. Yeah.
And previews start September 25th, opening October 17th. And it was previously supposed to run through December 2nd, which was already an extension. Now it's going right up to Christmas, December 23rd.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So look at Glenn Close. You gotta
Yeah.
love. I mean, it is for me because Glenn Close is in it,
Yeah,
and
of course,
honestly,
yeah.
she's fantastic.
Yeah, she's amazing.
But I love how she commits herself to these things. So
Yeah, and the public, yeah, always puts out good stuff. It's
Yeah.
always worth a trip down there.
Mother of the Maid.
Mother of the Maid.
And this star-studded play begins previews tonight.
I am very, very excited to see this.
This is one of the plays I'm most excited about.
Absolutely,
this
me
fall.
too. For a variety of reasons. The Lifespan of a Fact begins previews this evening at Studio 54. Of course, Lee Silverman directs this production, and its cast is stacked. You have Bobby Cannavale, who is in like every TV show right now, by the way, and is a chameleon. He looks different every single one. Cherry Jones, a legend, and Daniel Radcliffe, 5-time Broadway.com Audience Choice Award winner Daniel Radcliffe is in this production. What does it follow? It's based on a real story. It's based on a book. Daniel Radcliffe is a fact checker. Bobby Cannavale is an author. And Cherry Jones is an editor. And it follows the suicide of a teenager in Las Vegas. And,
Right.
you know, it's about the world of publishing, but also how the blurry line between facts and fiction. It's a big deal. It's a big play. People are very excited for it, including myself. You should go check out Broadway.com's fall preview with all of those 3 stars.
I
that
interviewed
tell us
them.
all. You did. It was
I interviewed
amazing.
them.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
That's it, though.
You know who
That's
else is fantastic?
Taylor Louderman
and Charlie.
is fantastic. Yes.
Uh,
Let's get Louderman in
Ooh.
here.
Thank you, Ryan. For
Thank
stopping
you.
by.
Thank you so
Caitlin,
much.
Why don't you tell everyone a little bit more about today's guest?
Yes. Guys, we have Taylor Louderman in the studio with us today. She is currently playing high school queen bee Regina George in Mean Girls. She earned her first Tony nomination for playing Regina, and she has previously been on Broadway in Bring It On, the musical, and Kinky Boots. She also voices Blair on Sunny Day and was Wendy Darling on Peter Pan Live. Be sure to follow her on social media at TayLizLou and leave all of your questions for her in the comments down below. Please welcome Paul, Taylor, and Charlie.
Ah, hey, you guys. Can you just hold up this cutie? Okay, so this is Charlie, everybody.
Yes.
He's in an outfit.
She.
Oh, I'm sorry, she.
It's a dress, Paul. You can wear whatever you
Let's
want.
start over. Let's start over. Charlie.
I know.
They're
It's
not
a
even looking at me now. So
boy, dog, girl name.
How long has Charlie been in your life?
Like 3 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh.
So what inspired? So you're in Mean Girls. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. And by the way, if you guys have questions, start putting them in the comments box. So 3 months ago,
Yeah.
that was like right in the midst of craziness.
It
You
was.
got a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you opened in Mean Girls in a dream role.
Uh-huh.
Everyone loves you. Your fan base has grown
Yeah.
in many ways,
Yeah,
right? You
yeah.
got a Tony nomination. You went to the Tonys. All these crazy things happened, and then you were like, you know what
I
else
need
I'm
a
gonna do?
dog.
I'm gonna get a dog. Is that what
I'm
happened?
not busy enough. I need a dog. Yeah, I'm living alone for the first time, and I kind of got a little bit lonely. And I think sometimes this career can feel a little bit like, too self-involved. So I wanted something to put my energy into that wasn't myself. And this.
So this
worked.
beautiful girl, Charlie, came from where?
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Oh, Southern girl.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's Southern,
Okay.
but now she's a city girl.
So you grew up with a lot of animals, correct? No.
A lot of sister animals. I mean, my sisters.
Your sisters are your animals?
They're monsters. Yeah. No, I have four. I have 4 little sisters. But we never had animals growing up.
Oh, you didn't have
No,
pets?
no. So this is weird, but I love it. In fact, I used to walk down the street in New York City and be like, if aliens landed on planet Earth, they would think that the dogs were in charge because we follow them around on a leash, we pick
Sure.
up their poop, we feed them.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I work so that she can have a good life. Just kidding. But you know what I mean? But now I'm like, oh my gosh, they're like innocent little creatures that just love you. Okay.
Oh, so does Charlie go to the theater at all?
She has been, but I'm not.
It's tough. You're not supposed to,
I'm not
right?
supposed to, yeah.
I mean, actually, when Charlie first showed up here about 25 minutes ago, I knew she was here because I heard her. She barked.
Through singing.
So that's tricky when, like, in a Broadway theater, you can't
That would
really
be
have
tricky.
like a dog. Dog barking. I always wonder about that when people do have deals where their dogs come to the theater.
Yeah, but at Pretty Woman, my friend Sam,
Samantha Barks
can bring
Barks.
she can bring Ivy. I'm
Yeah,
so
and everyone can
jealous.
see Ivy on the vlog because we have Samantha Barks on the
that's right.
vlog
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Ivy's becoming very famous too. Yeah.
Yeah, see, Ivy and Charlie are pals.
Yeah.
They go to the dog park together.
So how's life? How's it going? I mean, you're in a
good.
big hit.
Yeah,
This is nice.
it's nice.
Do you feel like a certain amount of comfort? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I have to. I get a little bit anxious wanting to keep doing the creative process again. You know, like that's the best part.
the
is
rehearsal part
the
and the
rehearsal
building
part
of
and
the show.
yeah, creating it. So sometimes when you get into a longer run of things, you're like, okay, I'm a robot every night.
Now what? Right.
So I try to remind myself, like, wait, a year ago I was like wanting this so bad, and here we are, and this is amazing. But I'm really excited for I don't know, another opportunity to like get my hands dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing how actors sort of go through that. They
Yeah.
talk about how the creating is sort of like you're really alive every day.
Yeah.
And then you have to sort of figure out how to do it. It sounds like you have a great cast, though. I mean,
Yeah,
that's a great group of people.
We really do,
backstage.
and
I follow all of you on social media. It's a lot.
we're very active on
It's a
social
lot.
media.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and we have a great team that allow us to play on stage. You know what I mean, to keep it fresh. So yeah, I'm really lucky. I love it. I really do love it.
And you do have one of the best entrances on Broadway.
I know. It's just my balance is really it's really in check now because I'm on tables a lot,
Yeah.
moving tables.
Yeah,
So,
moving tables, cafeteria, it's the whole thing.
Yeah. So.
I've known you for a long time. You were in that. Remember that Bring It On show? That
What?
was
What?
fun. that musical. That was like a big thing.
I know I was so green then.
You were.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. But I don't know. But you don't seem jaded. Like you always have a great like freshness about you.
Thanks, Mom.
How do you do that? How do you like keep up with that? I mean,
I'm
because
an
the
actress.
industry is not. Because and actually, like you do a show like Bring It On, and that was
Yeah.
filled with Broadway debuts, right?
Yeah.
And then you didn't immediately go into another Broadway show.
No,
You
I
like
didn't.
worked
I
your
had-
butt off,
I
and
had a second.
you did shows all over the place. So
No, I was unemployed. It's okay. We can talk about
no,
it.
but it's like I think it's important for people to sort of know
Yeah.
the path
Yeah.
of what it takes. It's like, and it makes me appreciate when things like this happen to people like you.
Thanks.
Because I know that, and I
Yeah.
see like all the different
Yeah.
places you do work, and
Yeah, I got really lucky out of college to have Bring It On.
Right.
But I'm also really fortunate for the lulls I've had because it reminded me that like I still have to work really hard. I can't just sit
Right.
back and like wait for something to happen.
right, you're probably a better person for it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's so good about you? Are you a good person? Are you a good friend? Tell me about Taylor off stage.
Oh my
They all want to
gosh.
know more about you.
I try to be a good person. I'm
Charlie
playing
knows the real story. Charlie knows all the dirt.
I'm playing such a brat on stage that I do.
Yeah, how does that affect your real life?
I don't know. I guess it doesn't.
Make you want to be friendlier on the street? To
Yeah,
people-
maybe
strangers?
so. It makes me more confident, which is cool.
Right.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing I'm taking away from it.
Well, yeah, because you're like supposed to be the hottest girl, and so you.
But there are times when I just ate a full 3 pieces of cake or 20 cookies, and then I have to go on stage and be like, I never weigh more than 115. And I do weigh more than 115. Am I allowed to say that? Yes. So there are times when it's like emotional dissonance, but it's good for me. It's good for me to have to convince myself that I'm cool.
What kind of stuff? You are cool. What kind of stuff do the fans of Mean Girls? What do they give you guys, or what do they say to you guys? I mean,
Bracelets, the braided bracelets. We get a lot of braided bracelets.
There's a lot of that.
A lot of faceless portraits.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
They draw or paint things, but they don't do the face yet. I think it's because they're still learning how to do the art. But my dresser, Andre, who is on Project Runway,
Yeah.
I love him. He's my art curator, fart curator. It's fan art fart. And he decides what goes where.
In your dressing room.
And hallway.
Oh, okay. So there's a whole
Yeah,
art
yeah.
exhibit.
Barrett has recently taken over the bathroom. Not taken over the bathroom, but we're putting all the faceless things in the bathroom now.
She's trying to get off. She's trying to escape.
Look, you're
Hi, cutie. Let's look. We're gonna look at you for a little
I
bit.
gave her a haircut today.
Oh.
I did it though.
You do it yourself?
Yeah, so don't zoom in.
Oh wow, you did a good job.
Thank you.
Did she I'm saying she a lot in the rest of this interview. Did
Pronouns.
she cooperate?
No.
Because like my Henry, like you can't, if you touch his paws, like if you try to like trim the nails,
Game over.
that's a thing.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I gave her a lot of peanut butter.
Oh, that's the ploy?
That keeps her still for a while. But then, you know, her poop is just peanut butter.
You want to hear a secret? If people give me peanut butter, I'll do anything too. I also love peanut butter.
My weakness are the Schmeckery's cookies. They just keep coming to the theater, and
Well, this is
stay
the
away.
problem that I don't know how you actors. I actually, everyone who works here gave me a beautiful gift basket this week, which was very sweet. Everyone at Broadway.com, they bought me these things, and there's peanut butter in it, and things that I like.
Right.
So it's, like everything in it's the stuff that I like, and it's sitting in my office, and it's hard because I eat it. I don't want to eat it.
that's the point.
So I keep sharing it, but
Oh,
I
that's
wonder how, because that's what everyone does now. They just like send schmackeries backstage, right?
I know.
And you're like maple bacon cookies in the hallway, and I can't live with maple bacon cookies within 10 feet of me.
Tell me about it.
So what do you do? Just ignore it, or you just eat it?
You eat it.
You eat it, and then you
eat it
still
and
fit in
you
your
feel
costumes.
bad, and sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes they're not taking out your costumes.
I wear a corset, and there's a part in the show I have to keep it on like under things, but I've started unzipping it lately.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes you just.
Because you have to also sing in the corset and breathe, and
I
singing
know.
requires breathing. And
I
so
don't know how you do it.
I don't know either.
I don't know how you do it. I feel like I'm hogging you, so I know there are questions. So let's get to
okay.
some of the fan questions.
Where do we see them? Oh,
Hit it,
right.
Caitlin.
Nice.
Caitlin will help us.
I'll
Caitlin!
help with that. Oh, so Gracie asks, how do you belt your face off 8 times a week?
What's the upkeep like for that voice? You do sound fantastic.
Thank you. Well, first of all, you guys haven't been there every single show, so there are definitely shows where I have to take it easier than others.
Okay.
But I don't know.
How does that work though? Like when you're about to like hit a big note, you go like, tonight I can really like. So like you must know sort of where you're
No,
at.
it's not so much like the very big notes, because in order for me to get the big notes out, I have to put all my energy behind it. It's actually like the ramp up before that.
Okay.
I might take it a little bit easier, or ask my sound guy to like make me louder so that I can take it easier.
Crank it up.
Yeah, you discover these things as you do it every night, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know, all the things like sleep and drinking water that every human needs, and what makes anybody healthier. And then a lot of practice since I was little, like singing in the car and stuff.
When was the first time you got on stage and really like sang a big song? What were you doing?
It was Annie and Annie. The sun will come out tomorrow.
The star. Look at you, the star role. Sing it tomorrow.
Yeah, I watched.
Did you have a big orange afro?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Red.
Oh yeah, red. Sorry.
Yes, my mom put my hair in curlers.
Oh.
And my grandmother dyed my hair. It was a whole thing.
It was a family
Yeah.
affair.
I go back and watch the video though, and I'm just like, how did this human get on Broadway? Like, because I'm literally every second in the video I'm watching, the sun will come out tomorrow. I'm doing this.
That's what you're doing?
Tomorrow.
Did you have a drug problem? or
No,
what-
my dad did this with his nose all the time, so I thought it was cool.
Oh, it was a cool thing.
So I was like, this is acting, where you touch your, you know,
Oh, it's like
make
oh,
it like casual, like
keep-
this is
be
real
more
life.
Don't just put your hands. Don't just like
Yeah.
keep your hands
Right.
like there. Like do things with them. I like that.
Act natural.
Not yet.
As you're singing this huge song. Anyway, so I don't know how.
It all worked out.
I guess.
How's your family feel now about this whole Mean Girls thing and Tony nomination? And you're a really tight family, it
I
seems
do,
like.
yeah. I love my family. I miss them.
I watched your Side by Side by Susan Blackwell episode. You know all about. You should watch that, you guys. That's fun.
That was fun. I think it's cool for them. Yeah. I mean, I'm from a small town. I have like little sisters that are in high school still.
Uh-huh.
So I wish I could step into their shoes and see what it's like.
You'd like to go back to high school?
No, that's not what I meant. I'm still in high school.
You mean like to be their age?
Yeah, to be their age and see if it's the same, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You are still in high school.
Oh my God.
God, that's
I mean,
crazy.
I can't graduate Broadway high school.
That's crazy. Have you seen what's that? American Vandal? You seen
No.
American Vandal, that Netflix show?
No, what?
Oh my God, you have to watch
Okay,
American Vandal. It's
no.
all about high school, but it's really clever. It's like a docu-series. It's like a fake docu. Do you know
Oh,
American
yeah,
Vandal?
yeah.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
I'm
It's when they
intrigued. I
draw
love
It might be good like
documentaries.
research.
It's like when
for-
they draw everything on the
Yeah.
car.
keep the high school thing interesting.
Yeah, good. I need that.
What else, Caitlin?
Yeah. Jordan asks, well, first of all, your mom says hi. She's watching.
See?
Yeah.
Jordan says, are there any actors or actresses that particularly inspired you to get into theater?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Kelly O'Hara, Annalie Ashford. And then I definitely watched Blake Lively and Gossip Girl. She didn't do theater, but she's
Acting.
Acting.
Yeah.
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 I just watched her in that movie, A Simple Favor.
Yeah, I saw it last night.
You did?
Yeah, you could
I
be like
saw
in
it
the
yesterday morning. And then I went on stage and I was like, okay, Blake Lively in A Simple Favor.
Were you thinking of her when you were doing
totally
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
And it made the show like really fun because I was like, she just
So
like
maybe
walks.
if they do a musical of that, would you be in for that? You'd be up for that?
You know, I'm trying not to pigeonhole myself into
Okay.
these.
Okay.
Okay, Paul. So
Looks like it'd be fun. I don't know. Just thought it was a
I
fun
want
role.
to challenge myself.
Okay. All right.
I love it.
Maybe you'll play a brunette.
Yes, I would.
I love
Right?
Oh. Oh yeah. I love that. Wait, who asked that? Oh, Brielle asks, does Charlie like it when you sing?
Do you sing to Charlie?
Yeah, we do sometimes. I don't think she likes it. I think it just happens so often that she's like, cool, you do you. I'm gonna be over here chewing on my bone, you know?
Yeah.
If I make weird noises, she will look at me like this, but no, she's bored with it, which is fine. That's fine.
She's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. So Han asks, how do you deal with the pressure of playing a lead role on Broadway?
That's a really good question. I still get very nervous often.
Really?
Yeah, not all the time, but and I don't know. I noticed that if I like don't take care of myself, then mentally I'll go a little bit haywire. Not haywire, not crazy, but you know what I mean. Those insecurities creep up. So like I noticed that going to the gym makes a difference, and like talking to myself in a positive way makes a difference. And truly, like when other people believe in you, like having Tina Fey cast me in the show and having a Tony nomination, all those things make me feel like, oh, if they think I can do it, then I can do it. Okay, I can do it, you know. So I think it's just like a huge recipe of all the things that help me go out and do it every night. But there's still nights when I'm like, I should not be here. Sometimes when I turn around on the table as Regina George, I'll stick out my belly of the 5 schmackery cookies that I had. And my castmates are all like, oh my God.
I want to go that night.
You can't see it.
I don't know. I'm gonna notice it.
It's so fun.
I love your fat suit. That's not a spoiler, right? That's not a spoiler. That's
No,
part of the
it's
show.
fine. I think people know.
It's really fun.
It's
Is it fun to wear? Do you like the way you look?
Is it fun to wear? You know, I do like the way I look because I'm like, if I were to gain weight, that's exactly where I want to gain it.
Yeah, you look
I
good.
look pretty good.
Yeah, you look
like,
good.
It's because it's in the butt and the boobs. Who
Yeah.
wouldn't want that?
Button boobs. All
Yeah,
good.
but getting it on is not fun. Especially if you're sweaty. It's like 5 layers. Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered there was a connection between Regina George and Blake Lively's character in that movie.
What?
Involving vehicles. Let's just move on to the
Don't
next,
spoil
right?
it!
Right? Vehicles.
Spoiler alert.
She had the nice car. They both have nice cars.
They have nice cars.
Oh,
They
they have
both
nice
have
cars.
really nice cars with good stereo. Oh, you're biting the table.
Hey,
That's
so cute.
You can eat whatever you want. You can eat whatever you want. I didn't notice.
He's just saying that because he called you a boy.
I didn't notice. You're so sweet.
I
All right,
love
what
that.
else?
Okay, yeah. So, what is your fastest quick change?
Oh, it's that one I was talking about with the corset where I just unzip the corset. It used to be super fast, but now that we do it every day, I have like time to get a drink of water, unzip my corset. But yeah, I guess it's probably only like 40 seconds. I shouldn't say that because I actually have no idea. But it feels really super fast.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. This is a fun question. Gracie asks, what is it like going on with understudies?
I love it because it keeps it fresh and it challenges me to stay present and respond, react in a natural way to their take on things.
Right.
And it's fun because our cast is so supportive of understudies going on. So like it's also a party and like rallying behind someone and we come together and we're reminded that like, oh, we're in on this huge thing that's bigger than all of us, and I don't know, it's powerful.
Charlie farted, which Henry does all the time.
I wasn't gonna say it.
No, but I mean, they can't tell. I just want them to experience
It could have been me.
No. I know it's not you.
Yeah,
I
you're
know
right,
It's
it's
just
Charlie.
Cute. It's just cute.
Yeah, Charlie farted.
It's so sweet. It's so sweet. Also, hey, Jennifer Samard's in the cast now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause Carrie Butler had to leave to go do Beetlejuice. But that's so new cast members. It's sort of all that's exciting.
It's so fun.
She's very funny.
Jen is so funny, and it's so cool watching her like twist things in a totally different way that Carrie does, but getting the same big laugh. And it's so much fun for me too, playing off of it.
Yeah.
Like, I got to like rediscover. It was like being back in the rehearsal room all over again.
I need to come see the show again. What do you think I would see different? How do you think the show is now, like a few months into the run? Like, do you feel the growth of the show, like when you're there doing it?
I've heard people say that we're much more confident on stage, or like it's in our bones now,
Right, of
so
course,
it feels like easy, which can sometimes translate as like low energy, but I don't think that's possible for Mean Girls. So I think we're okay. Yeah, I would say.
Awesome.
Yeah, maybe my voice will be tired.
What?
I'll let you know if I'm taking it easy that night. Oh, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Ideally, you wouldn't hear a difference.
Do you see people in the audience ever? Do you?
Yeah.
You have moments where you're like, like, would you spot my hair or something? Or
probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, I probably would. I've noticed more and more I'm more aware of people filming. I think because so many phones
that's
now.
That's not good. Don't film.
No.
I know, but I notice our what do you call it? The intro at the beginning of the show. We're like, hey, welcome. Take out your phones and turn them off and blah blah blah. We don't mention that you're not allowed to film, and I think
some people really don't know.
I think some people really don't know, especially our young audience.
Yeah, I've seen that at shows.
Because at rock concerts they can film, and so sometimes they'll be filming, and me on stage as Regina George, I'll be like just staring them down as I'm doing the slow-mo walk, like, how dare you be filming my show right now? And then I have to walk off stage and be like, oh, they may not know, and like, but then you think this could end up online, and so I have to do, and then you're thinking about the fact that they're filming, and then you're not. Yeah, so I'm more and more aware of that, and I don't know, just wanting to make sure people know that. Please don't, because then you could just watch the show online, and then I don't have a job.
You know what? You have to. People say this all the time now, but you have to experience life.
Yeah.
So, because I find myself doing it too. I went to a Billy Joel concert. I love Billy Joel, and I was like, I want to film him. I want to take pictures. And after a while, I was like, I'm so worried about taking this picture.
It's also not
I just
the
want to
same.
enjoy the fact that I'm here.
Yeah.
So do that. Try that. Try that. Do that at Mean Girls, because Mean Girls is finally a musical and it's on Broadway. I mean, that's a moment to celebrate. And Taylor Louderman, we have to let you go. Okay. And Charlie, I'm sorry I called you out. I'm sorry I got your gender wrong, and I called you out. But you were very sweet, and you can come back anytime. You can come back anytime, cutie.
Thanks,
so go
Bob.
see Taylor. She's at the August Wilson Theater. I almost forgot the name. I almost said the Virginia. That's how old I am. The August Wilson Theater.
Is that what it was called?
Mean Girls. Thank you so much. Caitlin, why don't you take us out?
Sure thing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We are live at 5 every single day on Facebook. You can listen to this in a podcast form by searching for hashtag live at 5 and hitting that subscribe button.
Don't forget, what's Charlie's Instagram?
Oh, Charlie's Instagram.
Charliz Lou.
Charliz Lou.
Yeah.
So follow Charlie too, because she's super important. We got to rack up those follows. So follow her, follow Taylor, follow us on all the podcasts, and be sure to tune in tomorrow when we talk to Mark Ballas of Kinky Boots.